All right, here we go. Jesus.
worries
So,
at all.
okay, okay. So you ready to do this? Okay, how do you pronounce your name, honey?
Lex Gars.
Let's Gars. Now, do you
I've
want to
never,
explain why you? Do you want to
I've
explain why
ne-
you got? Go ahead.
no, go ahead, dear.
I was gonna say, do you want to tell us how did you get paralyzed?
Uh,
The all new Kendra G.
Okay, so I guess Shouty is like paralyzed. So on the Kendra G. So
and he was drunk, and I went out of the windshield at 80 miles an hour and severed my spine
Jesus.
in two places and broke five of my ribs. But I have a nice, handsome 18-year-old, four scholarships, just
Mm.
graduated this year. So God is good. No scratches. Everything was internal. I've never cried. I'm not bitter. I didn't miss out on anything. I was a cheerleader.
And that's good that somebody they can still keep their head up high after something like that. Like that's like that. That's like terrible. That's terrible. Like for anybody.
I'm an author. I'm an entrepreneur. I do public speaking. So, you know, the sky is never the limit. You know what I mean?
Okay, we
She said the sky is never the limit.
love that. Love your positivity. And you said your accident happened 33 years ago.
Yes.
How
11,
old are you
11,
now?
90. I will be 49 in 2 months. So
Mm.
basically 49.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
And you have a child that's 18.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything still works. Trust me.
Woo! Everything as in everybody part.
You hear me? I just can't. I just can't walk, baby. This wheelchair don't stop nothing. I promise you. Okay.
Oh,
I wear heels. I probably own maybe five pair of tennis shoes, but I wear my heels.
Don't play with her.
Okay.
where do you live?
I live on
I mean, she got her hopes up. Like, you know what I mean, not saying it's bad. You should be down on nothing, but she seemed like she pretty much accepted it and like it is what it is. Like, fuck it. Like, she come as she comes, so I can respect that.
the West Coast. I'm a
Mm.
West Coast girl.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um. Okay. Good, Trey.
All right. Have you ever been married?
Never. I have
Mm.
been engaged. I was engaged to my child's father, and I was engaged to two other people, but I always seem to get cold feet. But it's like this guy just said something to me the other day, and I've been doing it for many moons, but it's just like, mm, it's cool. I mean, I don't need a ring to be, what I mean, I got my own princess cuts. But if I don't need a ring to not to defer anyone, but I don't need a ring to be loyal because I don't believe in being a cheater. It's just not in my DNA.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a cancer. We love.
Okay. You love. So it's
Yeah.
Lex. How you say name? How you say your name again? Lex.
Leg scars.
Lex Gars. Was very transparent. Is paralyzed. So you're paralyzed from the neck down.
Nope. Paralyzed from my rib cage down.
Oh,
Mm.
your rib
She,
cage down. Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
And you told me that you only can sit up for a certain amount of hours in a day.
Yes, because last June, I had a semi. They stopped me from having a heart attack.
That gotta be bad. Like just being paralyzed from the ribs down, and then on top of that, like you got a time limit on how much you can sit up in a day. You know what I mean? So that's sad.
I don't know why it came on, but they found two massive blood clots in my lungs. And so they gave me some of that stuff to open up your heart. What is that stuff called, son? They gave me nitroglycerin. They gave me some nitroglycerin,
Lucky.
and I've been fine ever since. I'm just working on just like
Not saying that. Know what I'm saying? Like being paralyzed and getting nitroglycerin. I don't even know what that. That sounds like some good drugs.
making sure that I sit up slowly. So I've literally only been sitting up since November. But other than
Mm.
that, I'm very active. But I still do my job, still laying down or sitting up. It don't stop.
Okay.
All right, Lex. What type of man are you looking for?
When she said she still do her job, laying down or sitting up, like What you mean by that? I wonder what you mean by that.
Oh my goodness. I have to get out of my comfort zone, right? I would like someone like either in the medical field, someone who maybe even like a construction worker. Um
Okay.
Definitely someone who has spontaneity in him, down to earth, tall, very clean eater, non-smoker. You know, I don't smoke, I don't drink. Well, I smoke my weed, but somebody who likes to go to the produce section instead of the preservatives.
And just to remind you, she shot at 49, 49, and paralyzed from the rib cage down.
Okay.
Somebody that's just honest and cool and just get somebody that can make me smile. Like I'm almost 50. I ain't got no wrinkles
Mm-hmm.
from frowning, you
So
know.
you said you want somebody spontaneous, right?
Yeah, I like that spontaneity. I'm a like
Yeah.
exhibitionist too.
Okay.
Wait, what does that
Exhibition is the situation, man. Is she choose a very it's a funny that's a very interesting word to use.
mean?
That means like I like to do it at night. I like to do it in a public, but nobody can see me, but we can see them and we get it in.
How does so? Can I ask? I'm gonna ask. How does this go? I mean, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we're just trying to understand.
yeah.
We love your attitude,
Mm-hmm.
and we love your confidence, and we feel like nothing has stopped. But you're in a wheelchair full time when you're out in public.
Yes.
So you want to have sex on your wheelchair at a grocery store or just somewhere public?
Oh no, not the grocery store, baby. I done did it on the football field and when the
It's funny how she keep referring to that. I try not to make it like what she keep referring to that because I'm kind of getting what she getting to when she say that. But it's funny how that's all that she can that she really like saying she can really offer you. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I just think that's you know.
school was closed, I know when the principals looked at that clip, I know they went home and got them some. They probably took an early break. They was like, they is getting it in. But I was with him for like 10 years. You know what I mean?
But wait, so are y'all getting it in while you're in the wheelchair?
Yeah, in the wheelchair and on the ground. But we put a blanket down because I don't like dirt.
Oh, so
Mm.
you like public sex?
Yes.
Spontaneous. Is your wheelchair motorized or do you?
I used to be in a manual chair, and then I got arthritis in one of my shoulders. So just to keep my shoulders good, I have a power chair. But yeah, I even keep that dip and flied out.
Okay.
Oh,
Pimp my,
child.
like they have pimp my ride, pimp my wheelchair.
Okay, okay. Did we get to do the guy got to look a certain way?
Yeah, he gotta have nice teeth. I like a man with nice teeth. No receding hairline. Don't mind having gray hair. I don't mind me a chicken salad. I like me an older man, not too old, but yeah, gotta have some of that nice skin, nice teeth, well groomed.
I do want to ask this. This is kind of off topic, but your son is in the room. Do you feel comfortable talking to you in front of your 18-year-old son like that?
Absolutely, we pops it. I keep my son gamed up on everything.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay,
Interesting.
okay.
Okay.
Did we get to your deal breakers?
My son look just like Ti. Good lord.
Ooh. Did we ask you the deal breakers?
Oh yeah, give me the
Okay.
deal. No, you didn't ask me the deal breakers, but I
Oh
can
yeah.
definitely tell you my deal breakers.
Yeah.
Alcoholic, someone who do not believe in God, and someone who not do not know how to conduct themselves in public. Mm-mm. That's a deal
Okay.
breaker. And a bully.
I can see that, especially the alcohol part, because she said she was in an accident, how she ended up like that. So
That's
I
a
can see
deal
that.
breaker for me.
Okay.
Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Well, yeah, he got to make some money. He got to be. If he, I can't date anyone that don't make more than me. If he don't make what I make or more, I refuse to date him. I done
Okay,
been
so
there, did
what is
that,
this
done
number?
that.
Wait, I'm sorry, say it again.
I done been there, did that, and done that. If I can go to the bank and pull out 150 stacks, I hope that he can do the same thing. I'm gonna say
Everybody ain't got disability. Know what I mean? Like some people gotta get out and work. Like, come on, man. Everybody ain't got the luxury of, And then what she say, like, if you don't make more than like, did you really make it, or is it like giving because you can't work?
that
So what is how much money does he have to make?
a year.
Yes.
I say like somewhere between 150 to 200 racks.
You hear that shit? 200, 150 to 200 racks. So I just need anybody watching this to just pay attention, man. Like, she's in a wheelchair. I'm not saying nothing about that, but do you know like the work that it take to do that? So you're trying to tell me that I got to he got to make all right. He got to be. I mean, she said an older man, nice smile, good skin, making 150 to 200,000 a year, and he got to kind of like really like take care of her. Yeah, like she like I said, she's in a wheelchair. You gonna have to pick her up sometimes. You got to take the wheelchair everywhere. Like when you go places with steps, like this that I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. Like I would consider that more of a burden than anything. So, so tell me this. Um, do you think any man making 150 to 200,000 a year, right? Um, is willing to take up like that's actually willing to take on the responsibility because that's really what it is. It's responsibility. She had. It's not like dating her is like normal. That's not normal. Like you kind of you paralyzed. That's a whole lot of work you got to do to date her. It's a job dating her. It really is. And what is he doing making it? Did she say? I wonder what she doing. I mean, I can. She say if she can go and pull 150,000 out the bank, he should too. Everybody wasn't in an accident that left them paralyzed. So we wasn't given a lump sum of money like we actually have to work for our money. That's delusional, yo.
That's not bad.
Woo! Baby, don't
Kendra,
play with it.
Kendra, know that's some bullshit.
What do you do for a living?
What do I do?
Yeah.
I do work for victims of crime. I'm not a police officer, but I work for victims of crime, so I get paid pretty good by the hour. And like I said, I'm an entrepreneur. So
Work for victims of crimes. What is that? Can somebody go? What is that?
I also do stuff for housing. So I do a little something, something. So I have my residuals and I'm real good. And so I don't need somebody that I can take care of, but I need somebody that I could be there for if he need me to,
Okay.
and vice versa.
So we got to make more than you. 150 to 200 is the requirement. So if a man made 70,000, don't reach out to you.
I can flip that 70,000 to 140,000 with real estate. So no, he can reach out to me.
Ooh, okay, so it's not a requirement of 150K.
No.
Okay, you can flip his money. Okay, we're gonna skip the Kendra Cam because I'm
Yeah.
aware that we're in a situation. So you're getting a Kendra Cam pass. Okay.
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 No Kendra Cam.
Okay. When was your last relationship?
Oh, December 26, 2020. I have saved myself for 5 plus years.
So you haven't had sex. So that last guy you was talking about when y'all was having sex everywhere, that was 5 years ago.
No, that was before him. So him and I we broke up in 2017. We went our separate ways, and I
Mm.
ended up getting engaged, like I said, to this other guy. And that's the guy that I was with. I remember because my mother, rest her soul, her birthday is Christmas, and the last time I was intimate with him was December 26th of 2020. Yeah, because I remember because of COVID.
Okay, so she broke up with that dude in 2017. She got in another relationship with another dude, and they broke up in 2020. So they was roughly together around, I don't know, 2 3 years tops. Hmm, interesting.
So you haven't been intimate in 5 years.
No, and I've done that before, and like no problem. I've been a virgin twice in my life. I didn't even think that was possible, but yeah,
So, are you waiting for a relationship or marriage to have sex again?
oh no, honey, I'm ready to get my groove back, like how Stella got her groove back. Okay, but safely. Like he gotta have a my chart. Like he gotta show me, like like I'm that type of person. Like, can we call your doctor on the phone and be like, you need this medication? They like, oh, you got the wrong person type of female. Like I have to see your paperwork and all that. I do not play that. I believe in safe sex for real, for real. But I am looking to date to get to know somebody and definitely
I mean, screwing in the middle of a football field ain't safe.
get my groove on. Hello,
Hello,
Okay. So,
how
three
you
flaws you
doing?
have to work on.
that I have to
Jesus
work on.
Christ.
Yes.
Yeah.
Being so easy at saying goodbye.
How come whenever Kendra asks somebody, what do you have to work on? It's never no bad stuff. They be like, oh well, I need to work on not being so trusting. Oh, I need to work on speaking up for myself. It's never no bad stuff that make them look bad ever, ever. I think she need to start rephrase that question like, tell me one thing negative about you, and they still gonna say some bullshit though. So no matter.
Okay.
Um, being just so independent where like I'm used to like grabbing the door and doing da da da. And I remember my child's father saying, and my ex I was with for almost 10 years, like, let me open the door for you. Like I'm just so like that's how my parents were married. That's like how my parents just raised us, like, to be so independent. So I have to work on that. Cause I know that a man feel like if he don't feel needed, I don't care if it's to change your light bulb. If he don't feel needed, he don't feel wanted. You know what I mean? So I have to work on that. And then the other part is, um, I guess not being so good in bed.
She keep going back to that. Like that goes to show you like what she got to offer, which is what any woman have to offer. So why would I skip over, know what I'm saying? Why would anybody, especially making 150, 200K a year, why would they skip over somebody that can walk to be with her just because she'd be like, oh, I'm good in bed. And you gotta manually lift her legs, you gotta flip over. All the work is on you. All the work is on you. That's crazy.
I,
Wait. What do you mean not being so good? I'm confused.
You see my tattoo on my arm? I said, you said three flaws I have to work on. That's a downfall for me because when I give up them goodies, it's a problem.
oh,
Oh, you're saying so your flaw is that you're too good in bed.
Hello.
But almost 50 years old and on Kendra G.
I want to ask. You said a virgin twice. I'm confused. What you mean by virgin twice? I never heard that.
If you haven't had sex within 7 to 10 years, it grows back and you become a virgin again. And so mine grew back.
What?
So
Let me
I was a
ask you this.
virgin
Do you think that people assume that
What?
because you're paralyzed from the hips down, that sex isn't something that you can partake in?
all the time. And I think, but I think it's that. But when you see someone, I'm laying down right now. But when you see someone like me, they're like staring at me because there's like it's a stereotypical thing like everybody's chair, excuse my French, smell like ass. It's dirty. Um, you know, um, baby, I got on Vera one
Every chair in the world smell like ass. Shit.
day, okay? But they assume that everybody is dirty. We don't take care of ourselves. No, we sit up and pee on ourselves. No, ma'am. I know when I have to go to the bathroom. And yes, my cookie still works. And yes, the sprinkler will spray you. And it's not piss.
Vulgar.
Wait, wait, what you, the
Like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, usually, normally, like when women talk like that, I'd be like, okay, yeah, but I don't know her. She like, and it's like,
the sprinkler.
mm,
Huh?
I'm good.
Honey, I'm trying to tell you what God love the truth. Okay. You asked me, so I'm telling you, honey. Uh-uh. Tell you, but that chair be smelling like ass. It stay.
Trey can't handle that.
Damn.
Okay. I think I might have some pain questions for you. Poor Trey. Trey
It's
can't
the
handle it.
150, 200K for
Lord
me. Like,
of Lord of Leon said, KG, make this a highlight. She has me rolling.
hmm.
You're very entertaining.
Thank you, love.
Hit the likes, subscribe.
Okay, let me ask you this. Now I'm assuming you okay? You need some water? We'll get you some
Right.
water
You good? You good? I got some za. I got some za. You straight? I
You
got a
gotta get you
whole
together
bunch.
because you gotta get you together if
Oh
you don't
yeah,
get it
my
together.
bad, my bad.
Okay.
All right, so are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
I am not.
You only can meet your man on from this show on the dating app. So tell your
Okay.
son to
Okay.
download the dating app. Let me show you did all that, girl. How the man
Okay.
gonna reach out to you? You gotta have that. You gotta have a profile on a dating
Okay.
app. All right.
Okay. Well, I want him to go
Do you know
crazy
how to
when
do
I
everything
post
else?
that one
You know
picture.
how to squirt? Hold on. You know how to squirt? You know how to have sex on a football field? Look, you know how to do everything. So here it is. Download.
Can she cook or clean? She could probably cook, but cleaning gonna be a problem because, like, how she gonna clean up under the bed and shit like that? Like, yeah.
The Kendra G singles dating app. Set up your profile. You can spell your name just like that because nobody's name will be spelled that way. And then the guy who's willing to have some fun times with you. So do it right now because I'm gonna make you a highlight, and I would like to
Okay.
add your video to your profile to the highlight. You'll get more action
Okay.
that way.
Okay.
Hmm.
Let him know that it's not the Sahara Desert over here, baby. It's Niagara Falls.
Sada, you almost 50. I mean, you almost 50. You done went through menopause and all kinds of stuff. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. I mean,
Thank you so much.
You are what?
man, I'm pretty sure she is a nice lady, but I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I just don't see nobody making no 150, 200, a year, really like passing over, somebody that's less work, less responsibility, um, more feminine, ladylike, just to, be with, just cause she said, um, she has great, well, she be squirting this shit on niggas. Like, how many women that can walk, that can squirt? Hell, I just, never mind. But what I'm saying is like, it's just more out there. You ain't gotta, I just don't see nobody, especially making 150,000 a year. Like you can get pretty much whoever you want. But now I'm gonna go and, um, I believe she need to just go and be with somebody that that's can like, she can find a bunch of niggas that'll take care of her. I mean, they not gonna be like 150, 200K niggas. Like they gonna be like, niggas need somewhere to stay and shit. But she definitely can find somebody to do that for. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Like it's just being realistic about the situation. So hit the subscribe button, No Emotion Podcast, boy, paper.